your class this afternoon.
You welcome.
So I asked teachers, what book do you think I should read? Because I couldn't decide. So one of my friends that are teachers is Mrs. White. Raise your hand if you know who Miss White is.
I know.
She does. Claire's sister was in her class a few years ago. And Mrs. White said her favorite book is this one. This Is Not My Hat. Raise your hand if you've heard this book before. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Cool. Have you heard it before? I love this book. Mostly I love this book. Have you heard it before?
I have.
Have you? Mostly I love it because the pictures are super awesome. So look at the cover of this book.
Yeah.
It says, "This is not my hat," and then there's one name, Jon Klassen. Why is there that name there? Who can tell me why that name is there? How come?
It was illustrated and authored by that person.
You are exactly right. Oh, Mrs. Idoni, wow. It was illustrated, which means what? What does an illustrator do, Paisley?
Write the words.
Almost. What does an illustrator do?
Make the pictures.
He makes the pictures. What is the name of the person who writes the words, Paisley? Uh-huh. But do you know what it's called, the person who writes the words? Not the illustrator, the author. Very good. So Jon Klassen is very clever. He wrote the words and he drew the pictures. So here is the story, This Is Not My Hat. This is not my hat. I just stole it. Is that Husky pride? No. So let's see what happened here.
Whoa.
I stole it from a big fish. He was asleep when I did it. Look at that giant fish. Asleep. How do we know that he's sleeping? How do we know?
Because it's closet.
His eyes are closed, right? Do you have another reason?
It could be a big bass.
It could be a big bass. You are right. Could be in Lake Michigan, right? And he probably won't wake up for a long time. Look at the picture. Do you think he's not going to wake up for a long time? Mm-mm. Why? Why?
Because he's already woken up.
How do you know he's already woken up? What's the clue? Way back here by Mrs. Idoni.
Because his eye is open.
His eye is open. So he didn't sleep for very long, like that little fish thought. And even if he does wake up, he probably won't notice that it's gone. Do you think he notices that it's gone? Yes, because
He's looking up.
he's looking up. And what can't he see?
His hat.
His hat.
Because it's gone.
Thinks, oh my goodness, where is my hat? Even if he does notice that it's gone, he probably won't know it was me who took it. Is there a clue on this page? Way in the back.
Because his eye is like shaped like a rectangle.
Yeah, his eye is facing forward. Do you think he probably knows that it was the little fish?
Yeah.
I think you're right. And even if he does guess it was me, he won't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
What does this picture tell you? Right here.
That there's little bubbles.
Yep, and also that he's moving toward the little fish. I think that little fish is really not aware of what's going on, right? But I'm sorry, but I'll tell you where I'm going. I'm going to where the plants grow big and tall and close together. It is very hard to see in there. Nobody will ever find me. He's gonna go in the plants. He's on his way with that hat.
That's a tiny hat for him.
It is a tiny hat. There is someone who saw me already, but he said he wouldn't tell anyone which way I went. Who saw him, Colin?
The crab.
The crab.
The crab. He's gonna tell me.
Well, let's see.
Let's go pull the wheel.
Let me fix this cover.
Hey, little crabber. Stay.
So I'm not worried about that. The little fish thinks the crab won't tell the big fish. Is that true?
No.
How do we know that the crab told him? What's the crab's arm doing? Pointing, yeah, to where the little fish went.
But if he was pointing up, he was like, oh,
The
put
little
something.
fish could possibly go up, couldn't he? I know it's wrong to steal a hat. I know it does not belong to me, but I'm going to keep it. It was too small for him anyway. It fits me just right. It does kind of fit him just right, doesn't it?
It's tiny, and he's tiny.
He's tiny, but it's not right to steal anyone's hat.
Husky.
We would never do that as Huskies, would we?
Still gotta bring it back.
That would not be Husky. And look, I made it. Where the plants are big and tall and close together. So that little fish thinks if he goes in there, he'll be camouflaged, right? That big fish won't be able to see him.
Who's gonna see it? You waited.
And I knew I was going to make it. There's a little fish going in. What's that big fish doing?
Looking.
Following him right in there.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right.
He said uh-oh. He was like fast.
Nobody will ever find me.
Yes.
That is not true.
Oh,
There he goes, right in those plants.
Maybe he should just ask and say I could shoot.
Can we see either of them right now?
Yes, I can. I can see the big fish. No.
Because I couldn't really see very well. Do you think the big fish is over here?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I see it.
He's camouflaged pretty well in there,
Oh, yeah,
right?
I see it.
Both of them.
I see it.
I wonder
saw
what's
his
going
tail.
to happen.
I saw it.
What happened?
He turned around.
The big fish or the little fish?
The big fish.
The big fish turned around
Maybe he got it.
and he's going out of the weeds.
Maybe he got
Wonder
it.
what the crab thinks.
He
What
was probably scared.
his eyes are kind of surprised, aren't they?
Yeah. He got it. I got it correct.
What did he get?
His hat. Guess what? I got it correct.
You
I
did.
said he got the hat.
He got the hat. Wonder where it happened to the little fish.
Maybe he ate him. He probably ate him.
You think he cried? Wonder where he is, do you know?
Maybe he ate him.
Do we see the little fish again?
No.
What are some things that could have happened to the little fish? What
Oh yeah,
could-
I think the big fish could have ate.
The big fish could have ate him. Paisley? Yeah. Quinn?
He couldn't have swam away and hidden.
He could have. He could still be in here, right?
And he could have dropped the hat on the way.
He could have. What else? What could have
The
happened?
big fish could have sneaked on him and he took the hat back when he didn't know.
He could have. So what else? One more thing.
I know he's coming out because I see a little part of his
You know what I hope? I hope the little fish survived and came back out of the weeds. So this is one of those books where you can kind of make up your own endings, right? So some of you think the big fish ate the little fish. And some of you think that the little fish stayed in there until the big fish swam away, and then that the little fish was saved. So what do you think? Thumbs up if you liked this book. I do too.
Double thumbs up.
Boys and girls, a round of applause for Miss Kildee.